name's Brett and today we're making an absolutely easy warm chocolate fondant. In this recipe we need 60 grams of dark chocolate, 60 grams of butter, 5 grams of flour, 30 grams of sugar, 1 whole egg and 1 egg yolk. It's a very easy recipe, only takes a couple of minutes to prepare and then 7 minutes in the oven. So first off we need to put 1 egg yolk into the bowl. And 1 whole egg. Now, while that's in there, we're going to put 60 grams of chocolate and 60 grams of butter, and we're going to put that over a bain-marie so that the butter and chocolate melt together. Now, we cube the butter, and this helps the butter to melt quicker, and it protects the chocolate from overheating. So while that slowly melts, we'll get back to the base. So with our 1 egg yolk and whole egg, we add our 30 grams of sugar and we give it a good whisk. Now you want to whisk this for a good 30-40 seconds, and this is it's aerating your eggs. You want to get plenty of air, and that gives your fondant a nice little soft, fluffy finish. There we go. Now you can see our chocolate and butter are starting to melt. As soon as the butter's fully melted, we give it a good little whisk and then we finish it off. Okay, now our chocolate, you can see our chocolate and butter have come together and you've got a nice glossy, shiny chocolate to make your fondant. What we do now is use a tea towel just to mix that. We want to add the egg to the chocolate, but make sure you're whisking while you do it. You don't want to throw all your egg in and not whisk because you end up with chocolate scrambled eggs. It's not a bad thing, but it's not a great thing. Now you can see straight away that egg starting to cook in the chocolate, and we just finish it with our 5 grams of flour. Give that a really good whisk. Now what we've got here is our pre-buttered and floured molds ready for our chocolate. We pour that in. You want to make sure they're nice and even in height. That way, because they're only cooking for 6 or 7 minutes, you don't want one to overcook and one to be undercooked. So now we put these in the fridge for about 1 hour before we put them in the oven. Okay, so our chocolate fondant's been in for 7 minutes. And you can see now that it's just risen up almost like a souffle. So it's come up, it's puffed up like a souffle, and it's looking perfect, ready to turn out. Now we leave this for about 1 or 2 minutes just to let it settle before we turn it out. So now once it's sat for a couple of minutes, we just run a little spatula around the side just to make sure it comes out smoothly. Turn that over. Very hot. And there we've got our warm chocolate fondant. So now what we're going to do is I serve the chocolate fondant just with your favourite ice cream. It just helps cut through that richness of the chocolate. Now just to make sure you've got it perfect, we cut it open and you can watch it all ooze out, ready to be eaten.